Hi and welcome to MOREMIND Self-Care Yoga. My name is Liz Joy Oakley and today I'll be taking you through a practice to release tension and strain in the lower body. So we'll be working on the hips and the legs today. What you'll need for this practice is a couple of books to use as blocks, unless you have a block at home, and a makeshift strap. So you can use a resistance band if you happen to have one of those. You could use a belt from a dressing gown. You could use a belt from a coat or a long strip of fabric or even a scarf. So finding those things and then coming to get settled in a comfortable seat. Closing the eyes, bowing the head. Taking a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Take one more deep inhale. And a cleansing exhalation. Now beginning to just breathe in and out of the nose. Finding a comfortable place with your breath. Allowing any stress, any distractions to melt away. Giving yourself permission to be present for our practice. And if it resonates with you, you can take this last moment of stillness to set an intention for your practice today. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. And a long sigh out. And slowly blink the eyes open. So if you have blocks handy and if you have any tightness in the lower back at the moment, I would pop yourselves up onto your books or your block to start. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. So soles of the feet together. And as we begin to just open into the hips, if you're feeling stiff today, if you've been on your feet, rushing around, then keep the heels a little bit further away from the hips than you normally would. So you have a little kind of diamond shape going on. We're going to take the hands down to the knees, take an inhale to lengthen through the spine, bring tall through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, begin to come forwards into a fold. Slowly walking the hands forwards and then bowing the head. Just keeping the soles of the feet gently pressing together, closing the eyes and releasing any tension around the neck as well. While we're here, you can maybe nod the head a few times. Yes. You can shake the head a few times now. And in your fold, begin to just connect. Connect back to your breathing, back to that steady flow of inhalation to exhalation. Breathing in, out through the nose. Breathing in, out through the nose. Take a last breath, last exhale. And slowly, slowly, just slide the hands in towards you. Lovely. Come off your brick if you are sat on one or your books. We're going to take the left leg in and extend the right leg out to the side. So left foot into the top of that right leg extended out. This is where you might like to use your strap if you're feeling a little bit tight, especially in the hips or the hamstrings here. So if you're using a strap, inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, gently soften forward and catch the back of the foot in your strap. You can then gently draw that foot towards you and bow the head. If you're comfortable without a strap here, you can take the hands down and just catch the outside edges of the feet or wrap the hands around that extended leg. Bowing the head. Then closing the eyes, relaxing. If the head feels like it needs a little bit of support, you can also bring a blanket or books onto the leg to rest your head onto. Nice, guys. So breathing into that deep stretch through the hamstrings, into the nose, and out through the nose. Into the nose, out through the nose. As you breathe, seeing if you can create any more space that you can fold into. So breathing down to the belly, creating space, and as you exhale, seeing if you can find any more space to just soften, soften gently. So without force, using the breath to create that space. And we'll hang out here for the next 5 breaths. So letting the head relax, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, breathing in, out through the nose, keeping that right foot flexed, breathing in, out through the nose. Last breath, last exhale, and slowly starting to just walk the hands back in towards you. Lovely, guys. From here we're going to swap the feet over. So take that left leg out, take the right foot in, lengthen the spine first, grab your strap if you are using one, turn the hips to square over that left leg, inhale, reach the arms up. And on the exhale, come to fold. So making sure that the shoulders are squared over that leg, reaching forwards. You can catch the hands around that left foot, or you can use the strap here as well. Keep the leg active by flexing that left foot and gently folding, relaxing the head. Remembering you can support the head with your books or a blanket. The head is unsupported, just let it relax, let the neck feel nice and long so you're not adding any tension there. Nice, guys, breathing into that fold, breathing in. Exhale, softening, creating a little bit more space with every exhale that you let go of. Really nice. Just feeling that release through the back of the leg. We'll take our final 5 breaths, breathing into the nose, out through the mouth, softening, into the nose, out through the mouth, releasing, into the nose, and out, letting go. Last 2 breaths, breathing in, and out, breathing in, and out. Last breath and last exhale. Slowly begin to just walk the hands back in towards you as we lengthen the upper body again. Take a breath and sigh the exhale out. I'm going to bring the legs together now and extend the legs out in front. So you can use your strap again for this posture. And if you would like to add some support underneath you, if you're feeling particularly tight or tense, this is a great opportunity to modify. So maybe 1, 2, or even 3 books just propped underneath your sitting bones. Make sure you're stable. They're not going to slip out from underneath you. You don't want any yogi injuries. And if you're using a strap, if you're tight through the hamstrings, then the strap can be really good here. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the spine, and exhale, come forwards into your fold, maybe catching the backs of the feet with your strap if you're using one, or the hands can extend. and catch the outside edges of the feet or wrap around. Bowing the head when you're ready, keeping the feet flexed, keeping the legs active, lifting up through the toes. Imagining you're pressing the legs away to get that deep, beautiful extension through the hamstrings. Let the head go wherever you are. Let the neck feel nice and long. Maybe nodding the head a few times. Yes, again. Shaking the head a few times. No, again. Beautiful, guys. So really allowing yourself to settle into this fold, to breathe deeply, to allow the body to open into it. And if it feels a little bit too much wherever you are, remember you can always back out, take a breath, and then come back into your fold. So gentle with the body tonight. Or this morning. You can do this practice at any point throughout the day. And as you begin to soften into this forward fold, you might find that you can take your strap away, or you can bring the hands a little bit closer to the outside edges of the feet, or maybe even catch the big toes in the first 2 fingers. Opening as you breathe, breathing down into the belly, creating that space to exhale and soften deeper. Breathing down into the belly, exhaling, softening deeper. Beautiful. Final 3 breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Last breath in, last breath out. And slowly start to slide the hands back in towards you. Lovely, guys. If you're using a brick or books, you can stay on that now. I'm going to come back into our fold again, but this time bring the heels a little bit closer, so getting a little bit deeper into the hips. So find a comfortable distance between the heels and the body. Bring the knees open together, open and wide, and bring the soles of the feet together. Inhale, take the arms up this time, lengthen the back. And as you exhale, reach up and begin to fold forward. So we're going to bring the hands out in front, bow the head, close the eyes. And allow yourself to soften into the pose. You might walk the hands a little bit further forward, whatever feels comfortable. You might bring yourself off your bricks if you feel you don't need them, or pop yourself up on bricks if you feel you do. So modifying your practice to however you're feeling today. Remembering the body will respond differently to all of these poses on different days, depending on what we've been doing, how we're feeling emotionally, how we're feeling mentally as well. So allowing yourself to create space again here, breathing down into the belly. As you exhale, creating more softness, more space to fold into. Lovely, guys. Breathing into that opening sensation at the hips, inhaling down to the belly. And as you exhale, letting go. Breathing into the belly, exhaling through the nose, letting go. Deeply breathing into the nose, out through the nose. Coming to our final 5 breaths here, into the nose, out through the nose, into the nose, creating space, exhaling through the nose. Last 3 breaths, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last breath, last exhalation. And slowly, mindfully begin to walk the hands in, slowly rolling up the spine. Lovely, guys. Draw the knees together. We're going to make our way down onto our back. So you may still need your strap for this. You will not need your books or your blocks. We're going to come to lay flat on the mat. Hug the knees in. Take a little rock from side to side. And when you're ready, come back to center. Take the right foot down to the mat, and we're going to rest the left heel on the top of that right knee. You can bring the foot quite close in, that right foot close into the body, depending on how you're feeling tonight, or you can extend that right leg out a little bit further. So we're going to let the left knee drop open, so you're opening into that left hip flexor. Make sure that the spine is nice and flat on the mat here, so your neck is long, your spine is connected to the earth. And then we're going to take both hands behind that right leg and draw the leg in. Now you can keep the leg here, you can keep that right knee bent, keep the heel down, or if it's comfortable you can start to extend that right leg. If you want to get a little bit deeper into your hamstring, you can take your strap, your belt, wrap the belt around that top foot and just very gently start to draw the leg towards you. Closing the eyes, keeping the spine connected to the mat, lifting up through that top leg, through that top heel, and letting the shoulders drop down. So you don't want the shoulders to be up here, pulling you up. Keep the shoulders down on the mat, connected to the earth. If you're not using a strap with that right leg, you can take the arms around the legs, or you can just keep both hands behind that right leg, drawing the legs in towards you. So you can adjust depending on where you want to feel this pose the most. Anchoring your awareness back to the breath. Breathing in, out through the nose. Breathing in, out through the nose. Inhaling and exhaling. Remembering to keep the spine flat, the shoulders relaxed. Maybe closing the eyes down now. Breathing in, out through the nose. Just connecting to that steady flow of inhalation to exhalation. Preparing to take our final 5 breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, breathing in, breathing out. Last 2 breaths. Taking your last breath. You're going to come out of this slowly. So if you're using a strap, if your top leg is extended, release it and bend the knee. Release the arms and take that for left foot out. We're going to hug the arms around the legs and take another little rock from side to side. And then coming back to center, placing your left foot down on the mat and taking that right heel across to rest on the top of the left knee this time. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the back. And when you're ready, you can take the hands to the outside of that left leg, draw the legs in and find whichever expression of the pose feels best for you in this moment. So either drawing the knees towards you to get a little deeper, or extending the left leg, pressing up through the heel to work into the hamstring. Maybe taking your strap around the sole of that left foot and drawing it a little bit deeper. Drawing the heel up towards the ceiling. Just letting the shoulders relax down towards the mat. Closing the eyes when you're ready. And coming back to that deep, steady breath. Maintaining that connection between shoulders and the earth, spine and the earth, neck and the earth. And for the next few moments in this pose, enjoying the stillness in this posture. Breathing deeply into the nose and out through the nose. Into the nose. Out through the nose. Allowing yourself to soften a little bit more, a little bit deeper with each exhalation. Really nice, guys. Keep breathing. The mind becomes distracted. Allow those thoughts to drift away with the next exhale. And we'll prepare to take our final 5 breaths here. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose. Into the nose, just gently, out through the nose. Last 3 breaths, just in your own time. And when you're ready, slowly release. Bring the knees together, hug the arms around the legs, take another little rock from side to side. We're going to come into our final pose this evening. We're going to take the hands to the knees, draw the knees towards the shoulders and make our way into a happy baby pose. Now you can either slide the hands up the legs, you can take the outside edges of the feet in the hands, you can take the first 2 fingers, wrap them around the big toes and draw the knees close, or if it's more comfortable you can just catch the ankles, whatever feels best. So finding whatever feels right for you tonight. And you can gently begin to just rock from side to side. Keep the neck long on the mat, relax the heads, and start to just make very gentle, very slow rocking motions from side to side. If you would like to go a little bit deeper with the legs here, you can also extend the legs straight to stretch into the hamstrings as well. So that's just an option. You can always keep a little micro bend there too. And then slowly, slowly, just steadily, gently rocking from side to side. You can close the eyes if that's comfortable. Really nice, guys. Continuing to breathe. Just enjoying the pose. We'll take just a final 3 breaths here. So maybe for this final 3 breaths you'd like to extend the legs straight. Maybe you'd like to draw the knees a little bit wider towards the shoulders to get into the hips. Whatever feels right for you. Taking your last deep breath. Last exhale. And finally, we're going to draw the heels together, extend the legs up straight, let the arms just rest down next to the body, lifting up through the heels so the legs are nice and straight, lifting through the kneecaps as well so the legs are active, press down into the spine, press down into the mat, lift up through the heels, take a breath in, and as you exhale, release the legs down towards the mat. You can move slowly, you can move quickly, whatever feels best for you in this moment and come to Savasana, our final pose for our practice today. Closing the eyes when you're ready, making any last little adjustments you need to make. Turning the palms up towards the ceiling, letting the legs relax. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more of those, always feels good. Deep breath in and a long sigh out. Last one, breathing in and exhale, let go of any tension you can feel in the body. Beautiful, guys. Beginning to soften the expression on the face, soften the jaw, soften the brow. Relax every muscle from the tips of your shoulders down to the tips of your fingers. Relax every muscle from the neck down to the navel. And every muscle through the back of the body, from the top of the neck down to the spine. And relax the legs from the hips to the toes, backs of the legs, tops of the feet, and finally the soles of the feet. Take a deep breath in and exhale, let go. And slowly start to scan the awareness back up the body. So moving from the soles of the feet back up to the crown of the head. Just noticing any spaces in the body that maybe feel tight or tense, anywhere you might still be holding on to a little bit of tension. And if you notice any of those spaces, those little hidden corners, take another deep breath in and exhale to release that tension. Take as many of those conscious breaths as you need to. And for the last few moments of our practice, just allowing yourself to rest, to restore, and to completely relax. Slowly beginning to bring awareness back into the body, bringing movement into the fingers, movement into the toes, taking a full stretch if that feels comfortable, and rolling over onto your right hand side, coming into a fetal pose for a last deep breath in, deep breath out. Pressing up into your top palm, make your way up to just a comfortable cross-legged seat. And we'll close our practice in gratitude today. So bring the hands over the heart, bow the head, closing the eyes. And bringing your awareness into the space at your heart center, your anahata chakra, or heart chakra. And this chakra is linked to compassion, to love, to self-care. And I invite you to close our practice, to bring gratitude into this space, gratitude into your heart center. Perhaps a person, a place, a memory, something happened today. Whatever it is for you, bringing that focus of gratitude into your heart. And feeling it expand with every breath in. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths together to close our practice. Inhaling into the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Inhaling into the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Taking our last deep breath, deepest breath of the day. And exhale, let it all go. And when you're ready, slowly blink the eyes open, bringing the hands to prayer. Lifting that prayer to the space between the eyebrows for wisdom. Lowering the prayer to your lips for truth. And finally bringing your heart to rest, your hands to rest to your heart for gratitude. Jai Namaste.